Hi and welcome to my channel The Stitchy Wife. I'm Elisabeth and today we're supposed to be an unboxing of the Think Pink subscription box number 14 and a reveal of what I've made. Well, that didn't happen. Please stay tuned if you want to see what actually happened. Hi everyone. Welcome to all of you that are new here and might have found me through the tags of Think Pink subscription boxes, and a big welcome back to all of you that have followed me along since I started, or if you have joined me along the way. I hope you all will find something that you would like here. Well, this did not turn out how I was planning on. My big plans for this was when Peter, my husband, told me that he was going to gift me the Think Pink subscription boxes for a Christmas gift if I promised him to make something out of it every month, if I was feeling okay. I was so happy and excited, and I wanted to make something out of it for my channel. And I saw that Izzie from Izzie Quilts and Sew is doing something in the lines of she's doing the unboxing and then a reveal in the same video. And I reached out to her and asked if she thought it was okay if I simply straight out of the bag copied her. And she is so lovely and she wouldn't mind at all. And we're actually going to collab on the next box, so I'm so excited for that. That's my first collab ever. And doing it with someone that I have followed since she started. It's so fun, and I'm so excited about it if you can't tell. Well, I was going to start with this box. I actually got the box before too, but then I was too sick to make anything a video out of it, so that had to wait. But this, I was so good. I filmed my unboxing, I saved it, I started to plan, I toiled makes because I love this fabric. This is a double gauze for those of you, if you might have not seen one of the other unboxing. This is a double gauze, embroidered double gauze. I will insert a close-up on it. And all the other wonderful little gifts and extras we got in that box. And you really could see my excitement because I was, this is one of the most wonderful fabrics I've used for a very long time. Well, the card when I was supposed to start filming now was corrupted. So that video is not happening. So instead this video is gonna be just a reveal. And I thought maybe you can watch some of the other unboxings, maybe Izzie's. And I know she just published hers, and pretend it's me. Or maybe not, never mind. You probably all have seen what's in those wonderful boxes we get from Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door. It's actually not just Andrea, it's Andrea, Caroline and Sarah. I need to remember those names. I'm terrible at names, I'm terrible at remembering. I have what Andy Sews is calling a menopause brain, and I'm adding menopause and medicine brain to mine because I'm all over the place. But I like her thoughts about not to think or think. So well, what did I get in my box? I got a lot of beautiful gifts if you haven't seen an unboxing, so just go check that out. And then I got this double gauze. And I ummed and ahed a lot about what I was going to make out of it. And I think I started out with the plié dress that Andy, actually from what Andy Sews, was one of my inspirations for. And then Andrea talked about it in her inspiration video for this box. But then it got me thinking that if Andrea is talking about it, there are probably many people going to make that or think they are going to make that. So I thought, why not try and make something else, since I am going to do a video about it. So then I thought about something in the same region like that. I really like the style lines of the pleats dress from French poetry, I think the Patterncompany is called. They have, I will try and insert, not insert, show you. They have their style line is right below the bust, and I think that suits me very well, I think, because I have quite a short torso. I'm very tall. I'm 5'11", have to think about it. And somehow that works with my body when I get that kind of silhouette. And so that was definitely something I wanted to get from this dress at first. Then I thought about the Izzie dress from Pauline and Alice, and that is actually Deb from Deb Made This. I think your channel is called that if you're watching, Deb. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I will insert your correct name here. And she has made some beautiful versions of those, and I really like them, and I will definitely get back to that pattern and figure that out, because I did a toile, and I will try and insert pictures of that here. And as you see, it's looking like it's too much volume around the hips, and I have almost no hips at all and a completely flat bum. So you would think that it would be good for me, but I think it looks like a pregnancy dress on me, and I've never been pregnant, and I will never be pregnant, and that is actually something that is quite tough for me, so that is not something that I would like to create a dress making me feel like that when it isn't happening. So I thought, well, let's figure that out another time. The battery died. I don't have much luck with technology today. But I hope I'm somewhat where I hope I can figure out where I ended this video, or where the battery ended it. Well, I was thinking about making the Izzie dress. And I will insert pictures here if I haven't done it already, where you can see how this dress did not look great. Well, I decided I will definitely get back to that, because I love the look of it and I love the style lines of it, so I just have to figure it out. But I really wanted to make this fabric happen, and I thought about making PJs, since I am spending quite a lot of time in bed sometimes, and I wanted to have some nice PJs, but it was too nice of a fabric. I didn't want this to be a sick fabric, so to speak. Those of you that are having a tough time know what I mean, I think. And I want this to be something that cheers me up. So I thought back and thought, what kind of dresses have I sewn, and what do I know, and what do I need to maybe not toile, and what do I have, what have I made these last couple of years? And I all of a sudden realized that I made a dress from Wardrobe by Me called the Aurora dress. That is what it was called then. Now it's called the Aurora Kaftan, because they've added some style lines and added some views. So I highly encourage you to check this pattern out, because it is so versatile. You have it long sleeved, you have it, well, it's not short sleeved, it's called something else, and all of a sudden I can't remember what this kind of sleeve is called. It's, we'll insert the name here. And on this you insert the sleeve piece in the flat. So it's a very easy way of doing it. And yeah, check this pattern out if you haven't. I will try and insert pictures of the pattern style lines, of the pattern testers views, and I will try and insert pictures of me. It's quite cold still here in Sweden, and we got in a cold spell, so I don't know if I'm too cold to go out with bare legs, but I will try for your sake, so you can see how wonderful it looks. One more detail that I've done with this is I didn't quite know how to hem this, because double gauze is very waffly, if that is even a term, but it is crinkly, but at the same time very growing as a fabric, and I tried many different things, and finally I decided to use my embroidery stitches on, or not embroidery, but you know, most computerized sewing machines today have a lot of stitches. And I've actually found satin stitches on my, even though I have an old Bernina record, 810 I think it is, and they have the satin stitches. And I used a somewhat bulkier thread, but I will insert a close-up here because you probably can't see it. I will probably flash you, and no, this will not turn out great. I will insert close-up, sorry for that if you saw something you shouldn't. And I really like how this turned out. The only thing I added to make this happen was when I sewed it, I started off by sewing it single layered with this thread, and it was okay but not perfect. It's still not perfect, but it is as good as it's going to get. And if anyone is that close to see that it isn't perfect, then you're too close, definitely. So I'm not going to mind about that because I think it turned out beautiful. But what I think I need to figure it out for next time, because I'm going to use this many times in difficult fabrics, definitely. But what I did use was, I have borrowed my sister's embroidery machine, and with that she has left some backing paper, or stabilizers it's called. And she had something that was called wash-away stabilizer. And I actually cut it up into strips, and I put it under the fabric, and then started to sew, and it was so much easier and so much more stable. And when I was finished, I simply pulled away the excess paper and then dipped it in water, and it dissolved since it was a water soluble. So it was a great way of handling tricky fabric, and I'm definitely going to use that some more. And then when I did some research on this with wash-away stabilizer, people said that when they had dipped their fabric in water, they saved that water and dipped difficult viscoses and so other difficult fabric in it, and it got somewhat stable when it dried because there were residues of the stabilizers in the water that had dissolved the stabilizers. Does this make any sense at all? Do you get what I mean? Am I just talking rubbish now? I haven't tried that, and if any of you have tried it, please let me know, because I would be so excited to get that to work out. But I don't know if it is. So that is a very big iffy thing, but I just wanted to let you know that. But I thought this satin stitch was a great way to do something good with the hem of this fabric, and I thought it accentuated the embroidery on the already made embroidery on the fabric. So I really like that hem. What I like with this Aurora pattern is that it's gathered around the bust, so it gives you some shape. This fun extra detail you could do just a stand-up color and be fine with that if you haven't had the fabric, but I thought I have the fabric, so why not? You can tie it in a tie or in a knot, or you just can have them hanging up. I most of the time have them hanging. And I've sewn this one before in a bed sheet that I did a summer 4 years ago, I think. It was when I just discovered Wardrobe by Me patterns, and I almost lived in that dress. One thing, because we had a heat wave that summer that was awful, to be completely true. It was so warm, and we're not used to this Scandinavian. It was over 40 degrees for 5 weeks, and yeah, I lived in that dress because it was like living in a cool bed sheet. But it really did something for the figure, because then I was I think I was 40 or 50 kilograms heavier, that is around 100 pounds heavier, due to my medicines and prednisolone. And even though I felt awful being like that, because it has everything to do with my sickness and illness, but I felt nice in that dress, and it gave me some kind of shaping. I can't explain it, and I wear it with different kind of shorter jackets, and I wore that so much, even into autumn that year. And I will try and insert pictures if I have any. I don't know, because I was not a big fan of taking pictures then. I'm not, still not, but I definitely wasn't then, and I had a really hard time with myself on pictures and seeing how sick I'm looking. So if I have a pictures, yeah, take it as it is. But then with this, I tried it with my denim jacket. I will try and insert pictures of that, and I will try and style it a bit, probably not so much different, because I will have it with a short jacket or with a cardigan or something like that, or by its own. And rediscovering this pattern, I did size 42. I will insert here what the measurements are, because there will be a lot of rambling otherwise. I know how I work. And it's quite a good size range, and it is, yeah, it is, try it. That is all I can say. I really, really like it. And now, after they've added even more different views, I will definitely there will be 3 or 4 more of these this summer, because, yeah, it really suits me. And I would love to hear if you have made it, and let me know what you think about it in case. Because I have only good things to say about it. It's a quick make, even though it's looking a bit more involved, with this little ruching here around the bust and this neckline and the details. It's quite an easy make, even though it's looking a bit more difficult, I would say. And it isn't at all. Please, I promise you, try it. If you're wanting to try it, don't be afraid of doing it, because you will definitely make it. I can promise you that. If you just have made something before, maybe it isn't supposed to be your first project because it is actual color, but that is the only tricky part, and it's worked so great. And if you're doing this tie, you know, you don't have to be that exact. That is another way of thinking about it, adding the ties, because if you're doing the stand-up color alone, you have to be somewhat more precise. But yeah, it's a wonderful pattern, as you can hear, I think, at least. Well, I was a bit off with all this videoing, since I discovered that my plans didn't work out as I wanted them, because of the corrupt SD card. But I hope you have liked what I have given you here, and I promise you, next unboxing and reveal will be completely different, because that I will make with Izzie from Dizzy Quilts and Sew, and that will be our first collaboration, my first collaboration ever, and I am so excited about it, as you probably already know and have seen. I don't know, I think it is, I know it is on the way, so I'm crossing my fingers that it is here in the next coming days, and we can get started, so that video won't take so long to make, and that won't be a corrupt SD card or anything else. Thank you so much for watching this video and spending some time with me and my sewing and my makes, and sharing my wonderful Think Pink subscription box reveal and make. I love having this box as a surprise, and I'm so thankful to Peter for gifting this to me and for thinking and knowing how much it means to me. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care, and promise to be kind to yourself and to each other, and I hope you get some sewing in, even if it's just thinking and planning, because that is also so much worth. We have a wonderful gift in our sewing, and let's embrace it and take care and share with each other, and have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye for now.